Dear Powell Butte families, this is Mr. Miller, the principal of Powell Butte.
And Mr. Austin, the assistant principal of Powell Butte.
We want to welcome you to this week's Powell Butte video blog.
Hey, Mr. Miller, I know families are wondering about the message sent out about returning to in-person school. What could you tell them about that?
Yeah, make sure you check your messages because we sent out the message that we are returning to in-person learning on Monday the 24th and then moving forward from there. We're excited to be having students back in the building. We've been making sure that the building's clean and that our staffing is good and ready to go. One of the things that as a parent, make sure you remind your student about if they're getting picked up at bus, what that looks like, their bus schedule, and everything else that you need to do in order to have that good transition back. Know our teachers and our staff have been working hard to make sure that the transition back to school is as seamless as possible. As part of that, Mr. Austin, one of the questions that has come up is, how do I return this technology that I got checked out on?
Yeah, so in order for us to transition to the short-term distance learning, we did distribute a lot of technology. And so many of you took Chromebooks or hotspots. In order to get those back in a timely fashion so that we can use them here at school, we ask that you send those with your child on Monday. If you could have them bring in either the Chromebook and or the hotspot, if you have it, and return it to your child's classroom teacher, they will make sure it gets checked in so that we know that you've returned that hotspot that you borrowed or that Chromebook that you borrowed from our school.
Yep, and part of that turnaround process is that they will be cleaned and then we'll be able to use them for learning here at school. So we definitely want you to bring that back on Monday. And as I've said, Monday, great start. We are excited to see everybody back here at Powell Butte Elementary.
All right, hey, Mr. Miller, there's still a lot going on with construction around Powell Butte right now. What's the latest update on construction here at Powell Butte?
Yeah, as you can see, construction is continuing to go strong. As you can see behind us, they moved in a trailer. They're working on the road for the construction. As part of that, we are also, you'll see more fencing going up to make sure that we are being safe. Please, if you could help us remind your student that they should not be touching the fencing. We're also looking, you'll see some new fencing in the front of the school. If you traditionally are waiting for pickup for your student and you wait on the north side of the pickup area, you're going to have to move to the south side now, just because there's fencing up there to protect that area that's sensitive as construction's going on. You also notice behind us there are several new other construction fencing going up. So please just remind students they need to stay out of that fencing. Please don't hang on it or touch it. And to be safe. Safety is our number one priority. Is there anything else you would like to add, Mr. Austin?
It's exciting to watch these projects move forward. We know that a lot of great things are going to be happening here. We can't wait to keep sharing them all with you as we move toward having all these exciting new changes to the Powell Butte School.
Yep, and as part of that, we just want to say thank you again for helping pass the bond. It's making a real difference here at Powell Butte and for our students.
Thank you.
So speaking of thank you, Mr. Austin, I just wanted to say a personal thank you to our community. We have talked a lot about this year about giving grace. I'm just amazed talking to each of you as families that have reached out the last couple of days, especially during the school closure and our transition to short-term distance learning, how much grace and support we've gotten from you and our community. I appreciate it as an administrator. I appreciate it as a parent. I appreciate it. Just our staff appreciates that level of support. What have you been finding, Mr. Austin?
We've heard so much positive feedback from our staff as they've been calling and talking to families, and if families have come in and pick up Chromebooks. Our secretaries have expressed just a big, big warm thank you to you guys for all that you've done to help us transition with this short-term distance learning that we had to do quickly. We are all working together. We're all in this together, and we appreciate doing what's best for our students and helping each other out in these times.
Yeah, codes for the amount of cases of COVID in Oregon. And just working together to support one another, not only for the last several years, but through this Omicron surge, it makes a difference because you're helping us put students first, and that helps students' learning and outcomes. And so again, just from the bottom of our heart, thank you.
Thank you again for all your support.
And remember, we always show our Coyote pride here at Powell Butte Elementary.